Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with some more Football Manager 2018. And a few things. Well, I've got a new monitor, which is like double the size, which means I can fit double the things on the screen. It's not really double the size, it's like 10% bigger, I'd say. So yeah, I can fit more things on the screen. So for the recording, things may look smaller, because I can fit more things on the screen. As you can see here, look how much more information is on the screen now. Oh, look at this, isn't it beautiful? I can see everyone's determination, bang right there. I can see everyone's work rates. And speaking of which, Robert Green's got 19 determination. So, I need you, tutoring someone. Who's my best potential young keeper? You got 3 stars. You got 2.5. You have got 2.5. You can be tutoring Dorrington. This determination is always good, and even if he's probably never going to live up to anything Dorrington, but oh my gosh, my phone's going off because Champions League games are being played right now. By the way, Tottenham up 1-0 against Spurs. Oh, baby. Anyway, back to this. What do we need to recap on? Oh my gosh, we need to recap on the whole summer. Okay, so this is my squad. First game of the Premier League season, I forget. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh. Well, let's start off by looking at our transfers. Go to transfer. It loads in. Then we go transfer history, and bang. Let's look at the outs first. Joel Coleman, the only real sale. You know, a few players leaving on a free. Lots of players leaving on loan. So Sabiri, Van Laparta, Fry, Styles, notable players leaving on loan. Holmes Dennis. I don't know why he's on loan, but I'll take the 120k because he's never going to live up to anything. And Hefele left on loan, but I brought him back immediately because that was actually an accident. Then 34 million quid we spent, and these are the players we spent it on. Pal Lopez, Lucas Boy, Archaf, Callum Chambers, Daniel Amati, Correa, Zagadou, Kenlin, and then 3 free transfers. So, start off with the goalie, Lopez. So we brought in a new goalie. Pal Lopez, decent potential. Doesn't look like he's going to be improving much, but he's a Premier League ready goalkeeper. That's mainly the big reason. And he's got potential development to good, maybe even a leading. I think he could get, up to 4 stars personally. Pal Lopez, I can see him getting up to 4 stars. Like, first touch is probably the biggest one he has to improve, but I could really see him getting up there and improving quite quickly. Leadership isn't great, neither is determination, which is a thing about signing young players, and I probably should be more focused on that. Callum Chambers was transfer listed by Arsenal, and I'm like, for what was it, 4 million? 5 million quid. I'm like, that ain't bad. So I jumped on that, which is why I loaned it out. Frey, because I'm like, you know what? Why not? Bring in the Englishman to help with squad registration, and he's a solid young English player. So I thought that's a decent deal. Plus, he can play out on the right here. So if we ever need him to play out here on the right, we got him there. Of course, dribbling crossing isn't great, but that's because he's mainly going to be playing in here as a ball-playing centre-back. Which he has very good stats for. Now, Lucas Boy, it's from Torino, and Torino got gutted, man. Like, if we look at their transfer history, the game doesn't lag. I'm pretty sure they also lost Belotti. Yeah, they lost Belotti, so they lost their 2 big strikers, Torino. So what did they do? They brought in Niang, a winger. I don't know what's going out there in the Serie A, but Torino got gutted by it. Ourselves and Tottenham. You could argue that Boy's more of a winger. I mean, that's where he seems to play naturally, but I'm planning to play him up here as a complete forward. Like, look at that first touch. His composure is what needs to be worked on. What really stood out to me was his technique, though, and then just solid physical stats, like 15 strengths, but still relatively pacey. That stood out. So, of course, training-wise, it's on composure right now. because 8 composure is dreadful for a striker, so I'll look to get that up. Hopefully I can get it up to the 12, 13 mark in the next couple of seasons if we play that long. And only on 25 quid a week, it's decent. Signed up, and he's already worth 9.5 and he bought him for what, 7.5? Good business there. Now Archer from Real Madrid, he signed him for 5 million quid, an absolute bargain. He was transfer listed, and I'm like, oh, this guy, you could see the potential straight away. You know, he can play up here on the wings. He's just a great wing back, isn't he? Marking and tackling isn't great. That's because, you know, he has to develop. But that pace, 16 pace, from Morocco, where he has played for. So he's international at the age of, what, 19. It's a good signing. I'm very happy. He's got a negative. There's no strong opinion about the manager. Okay. He just doesn't have a strong opinion about us. But that's fine. Joaquin Correa, he also signed. He was transfer listed, and I'm like, that's a decent deal, potential, you know. So I'm like, I'll jump on that. From Sevilla, and I'm gonna play this in the side forward. And like, look at the stats, the flair, the dribbling, the technique. He just fits in this formation, fits in our playstyle as well. And I think this is a spectacular signing for the squad. Maybe not the most expensive player, but you know, 1-2 years, I think he's going to be amazing. You can just compare him with, what's his name? Why have I gone blank? Our big time winger, who has been all the way to Kachunga. Just compare him with Kachunga, and straight away, you just see that, Kachunga, who's highly rated, like, maybe Kachunga is a bit more athletic. You know, he's a bit taller, but like looking at these stats, man, Joaquin Correa is a lot better technically in a lot of aspects, which is going to suit him so much. The aggression could be a problem, and determination, teamwork also doesn't help, but those will develop because of the squad he is playing in. Now, Dan Axel Zagadou was another player that was on the loan list, and this was a coup for the club. For 2 million from Borussia Dortmund. And like, look at him. Look at him, mate. This was after Chambers. If I knew that this guy was going to come available, I wouldn't have ever bought Chambers. And I just jumped straight onto this because I'm like, 3 million, that is ridiculous for this quality of a player. That is just too cheap, man. Way too cheap. It is just mad. Because look at this. He's already first in quality. And he's got so much room to improve. This is a coup for the club. An absolute coup. A steal. That was amazing. And Daniel Amati for 4.3. If you haven't looked at my Twitter, or I may have shown it, I don't know, may have been available. Hog, if you go find Hog, our boy Hog. Where's Hog? There he is, Jonathan Hogg. Damaged cruciate ligaments. His career is just about over, man. Why is he transfer listed for nothing? So yeah, he's just about done, Hogg. Let me send him back to the first team because that's where he should be. And speaking of which, this is now currently our reserves. So we're just really strengthening, you know, the depths of the squad. Jordan Williams, Wazer, Styles, Canadin. We're just developing the depth here. So yeah, Dipatore we're hoping to finally get rid of. Finally, desperate to get rid of him. Desperate, like you can see his price. Anyway, so Daniel Marty brought in, he was transfer listed. I'm like, that's a decent, you know, halfback kind of a player that we could bring in. Vision isn't great, so we are developing him as a halfback. Hopefully to get that vision up a bit and become more accustomed to it. But I mean, for 5 million, it was just a great signing. 3 negatives. Unhappy with training. Feels the individual training beneficial. What individual training is he on? Leadership. Yeah, I want to get his leadership up because he's got such great people stats. Makes sense. Anyway, on freeze, we just this wasn't by me. This was done by the head of youth development. He decided Nvidia, Banchfield, and Backerley were all good signings. I trusted him. I'm getting a bit of stick from the fan for these signings, but I mean, I'm trusting my head of youth development. He seems like a pretty smart bloke, so I'm like, sure, we'll bring him in. Anyway, let's find a Marty here. Marty. There he is, Daniel Marty. Like, look at this. Determination, work rate. Oh, that's international caps. But like, yeah, you look at that. He's just got great mentals in terms of, you know, fitting into a team. If he can get his leadership up, he can be a phenomenal team leader. So that's the reason. Who does have the most international caps here? Aaron Moy, of course, playing for Australia. Williams has 33 for the US, and then it slowly trickles down. Who doesn't have caps yet? Hathaway, Schindler. I'm not gonna lie, I was looking to capitalize on the interest in Schindler. I was hoping to get 25 million. No one really came forward, so I'm looking to now have to hold on to him. And you know, fortunately we did, because Matthias Jurgensen has picked up another injury, and it's a twisted ankle on the same ankle that he had his broken ankle. So I know our head physio isn't saying that it is a recurring injury, but like I'm skeptical, because I don't know. Seems a bit off. So that's something. So it makes me very happy that we held on to Schindler in the end. International goals. Mooney has scored 6 and 12. My man. Mooney is definitely going to have his role limited a lot more this year, and that's just by the fact that, you know, he's not a natural complete forward. Colin Queener is ahead of him in terms of the selection, in terms of team selection, and then we also just brought in a better striker in Lucas Boy. So that was something. Also, something with my new signings is I paid close attention to the medical reports. Above average is my limits, which is Correa, Chambers, and then everyone else. Arcap average, Marty below average, Zagadou below average, Pau Lopez below average, Boy below average. So I paid close attention to those, because you know you don't want to pick up damaged goods, because that's just silly. In terms of wages, I had to pay Elias Kachunga. He was the one that slipped through, saying, you know, but the captain couldn't convince him to say no to money, and I'm not fussed. You know, he was probably arguably my best player last year. So 59 million quid was a bit of a reach, but he declined me, so I'm like, I have to do this, otherwise I'm going to disrupt the dressing room right before the season starts. So I basically said, director of football, sign up to a deal. And he's like, 59,000 quid a week. I'm like, it's not great, but it's not terrible considering MOOYS on 50. But I'd rather him be around this 40 range, to be honest. So, yeah. And speaking of bargain deals, Archer on 75. And I'm not sure if I spoke about this at the end of last year, because it's a deal that happened towards the end of last year. We have basically, you know, extended Casey Palmer's loan stay until 2020. So he'll be around the club for a lot longer, that's for sure. And obviously, I'd love to buy him. He'd be a great signing for the club. So, without further ado, I think it is time to really get into this game. We are playing, drumroll please, Manchester City away from home, which means defensive team. Callum Chambers, he had a small injury, so he's receiving injections just so we can get through the game. Correa will be playing no matter what, even though he does have a slight knock. You can see in terms of fitness, we aren't doing that well. and that's because I accidentally chose a 3-week preseason instead of a 5-week preseason. Because I read it as, oh, you know, let's have 3 weeks off so we can have a longer preseason, but it was actually, that's how many weeks of preseason. Anyway, that was dumb. I forgot, hierarchy, we need to show this. Hierarchy. So this is the current hierarchy. Apparently I have too many team leaders, which is another reason why I wanted to offload Schindler, but we couldn't. So yeah, that was annoying. I don't know why Aaron Moy is team leader, to be honest. It surprises me that he's that high. Anyway, social groups. One thing I did with the signings that was very intentional was, of course, I'm like, okay, Chambers and Amadi will fit in because they've both played in England for a while. You know, they've got similar personalities to a vast majority of the group. But I realized I'm bringing in some international talent. I looked at all their spoken languages, and every time I'm like, okay, you speak Spanish, that bumps you up. Because I was weighing up between Pau Lopez and another player, and I'm like, Pau speaks Spanish, so it'll straight away fit it into this social group. And same with Boy. Even though he's from Italy, he spoke Spanish as well, which basically sealed the deal on him because I was looking at another striker. But Zagadou, that was just really the deal that was too good to really believe. So I decided to sign him up. Now, let's get into this game. Of course, City are favourites, and we are playing 5 at the back. So, yeah, there we go. Chambers, Schindler, Zagadou, the 3 at the back, Pau Lopez in goal. Lowe and Archap are the wing backs. Moy and Andre in the midfield. Correa, Boy, and Kachunga are our front 3. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. What can you do for me, lads? Honestly, a point here would be lovely. City, of course, last year were in poor form, which meant I was a lot more comfortable attacking, but this year, I'm gonna just really park the bus. Here is the City squad, the fixtures today. Esquado and Delit are the only new signings, and Montoya actually, and looking at the bench, Carvalho, Perisic they signed last year. There we go. So City with a pretty much their strongest team from the outgo. To passionately say we are underdogs, let's go out there and cause an upset. And what do we have for us? There we go. Press conference done. And kickoff is here. City's kicking it off here. Aguero. Challenged like Kachunga. A minute into the game and there's a highlight and it's cleared. Also, of note, they patched this and it looks a lot better. So would you guys like to steal? Oh my gosh. Is that a penalty? Oh dear, Archaf. Come on, Archaf. Just a warning as well. Oh, that is dreadful. Aguero steps up to the spot and scores it, and we are down 1-0. The minute's 20 into the game. Well. What to do from here? What to do from here? Honestly, I think the best decision is just to continue just to stay compact. Because we obviously want to protect our goal difference. I say that, but Everton midfield looking to come forward potentially. Andre, Zagadou, Moy, Andre, Moy. Finds Archaf on the overlap, and we could have a chance here. Archaf, he brings it back in. Comes to nothing, but we recycle possession here. Andre, Moy, Boy. Long shot. Wow, what a strike by the lad from Torino. It's a very good effort, and I think he hit the uprights. But City are piling forward. Please tell me. Okay, good. Schindler will clear that. And here we go, another highlight. We are in possession once again, and let's see if we can carve out a chance. It's low. He turns it over to turns it over to Montoya. That's what I was looking for. Now City are coming forward, and Montoya once again on the ball, crosses it in and forces a save from Pau Lopez. You know, it was looking wide. So can you call it a save? No, I don't know. Anyway, headed out by Boy, and it will be another corner to City. David Silva, also Bernardo Silva, standing over the ball, puts it in, but headed clear, and we will survive another day. If it wasn't for that early penalty, we'd be in a lot better position, that's for sure. So obviously, the City game is a very big game, and 1-0 isn't dreadful, so I'll take 1-0. What do I have here? Some body language stuff? No. Doesn't look good, does it? Report. No. Overview. Doesn't look great either. There's always not action zones, focus of attacks, which is the default option. Okay, highlight here. Pau Lopez plays it forward. Looking to Correa. Correa is out, headed by Montoya, and City are powering forward. Bernardo puts it well wide. And that will be a goal kick. Archer playing very poorly here. Gave away an early penalty and hasn't really recovered. And once again, the City onslaught will continue. As a Company plays it forward to Escuado, who goes back to Company most likely here. No, it goes all the way back to Edison actually, and Edison will go to De Ligt. Company, Silva out wide to Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez cutting inside, finds Aguero. Aguero will score 2-0 City. And they got Alexis Sanchez in on the free, City. Ozil went on a free to Juventus, and 2-0 down. And they are picking us apart here, which makes me want to go to my 4-1-2-3. Play Chambers at halfback. I may as well. Let's see how we can go with our 4-1-2-3. The City have picked us apart so much, I may as well try to do something. Chunga goes to Archer. Moy finds Boy. Boy converts, and it is 2-1. Cancel pending changes, because why would I change the system after we score a goal? And Moy finds Boy, and Boy scores its first goal for the club here. And look at this pass by Moy. Look at this. Beautiful. He just finds Boy, who just taps it in. Brilliant goal. Spectacular. And that'll be great for Boy and his confidence, scoring early. Now we are still 1 goal down here. Our focus of attacks is looking beautiful. No, not anymore. You want that to claim 30% straight over, 33% straight over. Changes. I'm not sure what to do here. Let's see, there will be a chance here for someone as Correa cuts in. Smashes the bar, does he? No, it's saved by the keeper, and we will have a corner here. And this 5-back formation is doing some work. We have conceded 2, but that's mostly just poor defending, isn't it? This Low puts it in as Edison just picks it up easily. Honestly, I reckon this formation has worked pretty well. We just haven't been great in defence. Archer has had a terrible game. As is Schindler and Chambers actually. But that is half time, and we're only down by a goal, and we have scored a goal as well. So I'm going to assertively say I expect to see a much better showing, and I'm also just going to blast my defence a bit. I'm going to calmly say, I need you to calm down. Well, that didn't work out well. I should have just blasted them like I said I was. Do I make a change? I'm making a change. I'm bringing in Hefele for Schindler. I'm bringing Hefele out to the wider spot. Keeping Chambers in the middle. Actually, I'm going to look like this. Zagadu's left-footed, Chambers is right-footed, so that makes more sense. Then I'll just have Hefele in the middle, because Schindler's been dreadful. And that means Chambers will be covering Archaf, which should be better. Okay, yep, I'm going to load out with that. That's the one change you're going to make. Change at the back. Easy enough. I'm also tempted to bring on Smith at some point. I may go to a more defensive at the back shape if we score a second and we equalise. Sub off Archaf for Tommy Smith and go straight 5 at the back rather than 3 at the back. That could be an option. Now, there is a highlight here and we are in possession. Hopefully we stay in. Oh, what is that? Terrible clearance by Chambers, who's had a dreadful debut. And Bernardo finds Sanchez. Sanchez picks out that top corner. Why is Chambers being so dreadful? What's this report say? Doesn't say anything about big games. Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Because he has been woeful. Don't need to watch that highlight, even though it was a spectacular goal. And we're down 3-1. We're down at 3-1 here. And it could be 4. As they're not relenting up, are they? And Aguero puts in a force. How do you stop this City team? I reckon we have to give them a taste of their own medicine here. The Chambers at... Yep, I'm gonna try and give them a taste of their own medicine. All I know is Chambers is definitely getting dropped next game. So is Archaf. I'm going back to my 4 at the back, and they're both getting dropped. But here we are. Looking to mirror City and their formation. Playing a similar shape now. Pretty sure at least City is still playing their 4-2-3. The game is struggling a bit. There we go. This continues. Manchester City formation. Are they running a 4-3-3? I'm 90% sure they are. Yep, they are. So there you go. They're still running their 4-3-3. And we're now 4-1 down. Getting demolished. And here's another highlight. City in possession. They are at the back though, so maybe we can pinch it. The way they're flicking this ball around though, I'm not sure if we can. Oh my gosh. This is a beautiful passing play from City. This is how I like to play football. Oh, and Aguero almost makes it 4 for himself. Because it's already 4-1. Almost makes it 4 for himself. Man, is Guado there? Picking up an injury. Let's make a change. I said let's make a change. Come on, load game. Okay. I think Archaf has to come off for Tommy Smith. He's had a shocker. And I want to bring Chris Lowe off as well. Let's do this. Chris Lowe off for Daniel and Marty. There we go, double sub. Come on lads, let's see if this makes any difference whatsoever. This has not been the start of the season that I wanted though. Oh, Real Madrid get one back in real life. 3-1 Tottenham. I still can't believe Tottenham had scored 3 goals with Real Madrid. Nuts, man. Nuts. City making some changes. It looks like they're almost getting more aggressive, with Gabriel Jesus coming on for Bernardo Silva. I mean, United are up 4-1 against Bournemouth, so I can take that as a consolation. But not the only team getting walloped. Fulham are up 3-1 against Middlesbrough. There you go, by the way, 3 promoted sides, Reading, Fulham and Middlesbrough. Reading losing 2-0 to Swansea. I'm honestly expecting all 3 of the promoted sides to go down this year. Maybe Fulham stay up, but I'm expecting most to go down. Zagadu's picked up a groin injury. It's no good. No good at all. And this looks like it could be it. And honestly, midfielders have been fine. Our forwards have been decent. Our defense has just been woeful. Look at this. We've almost won the possession battle. And it could be one last chance here. No, Smith clears it. Could still be one last chance. Come on, boy. Go. Play it through. Moy. Kachunga outpaced my company. We won't get a consolation goal. Would have loved a consolation goal, not going to lie. As Delit plays it through to Fabinho, and that is it. A 4-1 loss. Let's get to the dressing room. Aggressively tell them I am not happy with that. Make sure they know and I'm aggressive, because that is dreadful. And I am just going to, not Lopez, sorry. Not Tommy Smith. Hefele, Chambers, not Zagadu. Chris Lowe and Schindler. You guys are going to get destroyed right now. Aggressively. I'm not pleased. I mean, that should already be green. I should only be really blasting. Demotivated. Lost of confidence. Okay, Archer. Okay, cool. I should only really have blasted. Chambers. Oh well. Hand over to the assistant. And yeah, not a great start to the Premier League season, that's for sure. But guys, if you did enjoy this episode of the beta, the MOOYS, make sure you smash the like button. I do have a plan for a main series save. I may do 2 main series saves. Because one, I'm currently in the process of basically writing up what would it look like if we had a Catalan league. What would happen to La Liga. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, that may come. And if you are, just let me know in the comments if so. But yeah, that's it. Now I'm Darren Jam. If you did enjoy this episode, smash the like button and subscribe, people. But until next time, see ya. Have a great day.